I noticed that when a narcissist can't control how people see you, they try to get close to you again. And they also try to divide and conquer by separating you from the smear campaign that they created. They don't want to take the chance of letting the smear campaign get close to you because the smear campaign will expose the truth. And then by them being exposed, you will cut them off or either confront them before you cut them off. And this puts the narcissist in a hot seat that they don't want to be in. So sometimes they might hide out, disappear for a while, think of a way to kind of sneak back into communicating with you again and the smear campaign that they created against you. But that's when you'll notice out of the blue when they try to get close to you again because they know the heat is on. Now, the smear campaign can be a good thing, even though it was created, with bad intentions, with intentions to destroy your character. But it could be a good thing because, one, if these people believe these horrible things that the narcissist has made up about you, then you don't need them in your life anyway. And if they do the research on their own and, just figure things out without confronting you or judging you on anything, they will realize that the narcissist made the whole thing up, and now they will know who to watch out for, but that's on them. Don't hold your breath on that because it normally doesn't go that way. The smear campaign created by the narcissist, it usually go in the narcissist's favor. But again, that's their problem, not yours. It all depends on the situation because some smear campaigns go too far and they can make people lose their jobs or ruin relationships. So you just have to think about it like, don't put so much thought into trying to prove yourself to someone, prove your innocence or any of that, because that's what the narcissists want you to do. They want to get a reaction out of you. They want you to panic. They do this as a form of punishment because they were unable to control you for whatever reason. They have to have control. So the thing about it is they use the smear campaign as a way to kind of back you in a corner until you give in. And a person who deals with the smear campaign and doesn't give in or doesn't allow them to tear them down and make you give up, that's a good thing because it takes all those people to try to bring you down and they still don't succeed. That tells you a lot about yourself. But sometimes it just doesn't work in their favor. Sometimes people like to find others out for themselves. They don't want to go by what someone told them. They take heed, they take it into consideration. They listen to what has been told to them about you. But that doesn't always mean that they believe the person. I spoke with someone recently who claimed that they heard so many bad things about me and something just kept telling them, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And see, that's the good thing about it. People who have their own intuition and people who have their own discernment, strong discernments, God will show them just what they need to see in you. And so they'll realize that the person who's telling them the lies is the one to watch out for, not you. When the narcissist is in the hot seat from not being able to accomplish the goal of the smear campaign, what happens is they try to damage control by, claiming that they misunderstood you or they repeated something they heard from somewhere else, which is a complete lie. They made it up in hopes to destroy you, but because the plan failed, now they have to try to, again, do damage control and take back everything they said by blaming it on someone else. That's another way that they don't take accountability. They will never say, I was wrong for doing that. If anything, they're going to say, well, I didn't know. I was just going by what I heard. So I've been there before with a narcissist who was confronted by someone who confronted me based off things that the narcissist had told them. And then once we went to the narcissist together, it's like they were just scrambling for things to say in order to smooth things over to get them off the hot seat, because they can never be looked at as the problem, but they love to be acknowledged as the problem solver, the hero, the one who saved the day, the one who saved the relationship. And then they quickly try to jump subject by fixing it through love bombing. How about we all go out to eat, like put this all behind us? And that's how they maneuver through life. That's the pattern that they live by. It's always the same old thing, just different day and different victims. Victims of, giving up supply for them. So once you come aware of this person and the way that they treat people, it's best to stay away from that, because you will quickly become a part of the smear campaign. If they did it to you, they will do it to someone else eventually. And sometimes you were a part of a smear campaign not knowing it before you realize that you're dealing with a narc, and before you change things about yourself as far as spreading rumors, gossiping, and being a part of a negative situation that can really hurt someone else. Sometimes you're a part of something that you didn't know you were a part of. And then when you're on the outside looking in, you're like, now I see what they went through, and based off what I went through and stuff like that. But the good thing is, once you realize that it was best to remove yourself from that, things will be much better off for you. That's why myself personally, I have learned, and I had to learn the hard way, not to be so trusting with people who you just met. Don't allow people to get too close to you, because a lot of times they're trying to form something, and you'll end up a part of something that you did not see coming, something that you can't see yourself really being a part of, because that's just not your character. But you'll be guilty by association, and you'll find yourself repeating things that you've heard from this person or the group of people around them. And then you'll see that, that this is just something that they live by, and they're trying to make you a part of it. So that's why it is best to just kind of take your time to find people out for yourself, get to know people slowly. If they have a problem with that, then that is a red flag. No one should rush into a relationship, a friendship, nothing, and be careful with those certain, terms of endearment like best friend, sis, and things like that. Be careful using words like that towards other people and receiving it, because they don't really look at you like that. They don't feel that close to you. They're just using what they have in order to, suck you in. Like, that's one of the oldest things in the book, is to call you by certain names so that it can make you feel like, okay, well, they're good people. I probably can trust them. They call me sis. So, I guess this is the start of a good relationship. We're probably going to end up being good friends, And sometimes it don't always go that way. I mean, you'll really be taking a chance, and that's all of us, getting to know people. But it's about timing. Like, just take your time getting to know someone. Don't allow them to rush you into making decisions, especially going into a partnership. Narcissists are known to rush into relationships, and they blindside you by love bombing you and giving you gifts and different things, and they don't give you a chance to really process it and just kind of give the decision on your time. They rush you into a response, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna give them the chance, and before you know it, you're stuck with a very toxic, unstable individual. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. When a narcissist can't control how people see you and how it really affects them, and they pretty much struggle to go back to being their own ways again. So thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you.